Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the pass is intercepted. And now the breakaway. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's McAllister. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility. And, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Lobbed in behind. Now that's well seen too. Kerkez. Gravenberch looks to get on the end of this. Liverpool getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Plays a sharp little ball. It's shot at goal! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for the run. Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Nkunku. He won't be happy with that one. Gakpo. And it's Nkunku. He might be in here! Gravenberch. Well read, nice interception. Kerkez goes steaming forward. Gravenberch, he's shapes to shoot! Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Decent chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
That pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kerkez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely ball and a real... He's had a shot! He's scored! First blood drawn.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Modric is behind this one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that is expertly dealt with. Wirtz. Kerkez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Wirtz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nkunku. Rafael Leao! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Van Dijk has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And the finish! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Liverpool are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Soma takes a shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nkunku clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
And he can clear it away. Kerkez. That is good alertness. Some really good ball movement. Wirtz. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
And that's the second half started.
Now it's Wirtz. He's in a great position here. Modric.
Is there any support? He might chance for a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Estupinian. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice physical challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Milan have their third corner. Gakpo deals with that comfortably.
Chance again? No.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
He's got two. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They're up to 5 corners now. That's a decent clearance.
Can he finish?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There will be a throw-in. Wirtz wins the duel this time. Rafael Leao. Good ball.
Nkunku! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
di quest'oggi è di 80.314
Milan
spettatori.
get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And it's Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. Salamakers receives it in a good position here. Opts to play it back. And that has left him in a heap.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Cambio di giocatori.
Gabbia. Liverpool perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And it's made its way to him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nyoni.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Oh, no joy this time.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed... And a chance! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
The corner count is rising. That's 6.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Liverpool... Oh, they could be caught out here! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice interception, well timed. Modric. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Ricci. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Yeah, the
14.
jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that
Numero
box.
12.
Kerkesh. Gravenberg. And he's gone backward here. Now this could be a chance. Gakpo. And he's gone looking for safety.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Gabbia can get it clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Crossed in early. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Frimpong. Now that looks a decent ball, but that has not gone well. And that's it. Again, there is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes, though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
The action has already started. Plays it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Ahmad. He has found the way through. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Rice.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Bruno Fernandes. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's burst through. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He won't be happy with that one. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking for options for movement.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Incapuyi. Subimendi. That's a good ball. Aaron Subimendi. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first... Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Menu with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Knocks it into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Timber. Oh, good-looking ball. Look at this. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Out towards the flank. It's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Libe gets across to intercept that. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Rice. He's having a shot!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Real chance!
Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, he's played it in low. Maguire gets good distance on it. Goes for a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but takes a shot! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And across it goes.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Merino. He's got away. Good ball, good take. Quick look, then plays it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Arsenal clearly are trying to mix things up here and keeping their opponents guessing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Timber. Oh, no joy this time. Menu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Spread out to the left.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Marino actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their third corner. Mazraoui clears it away, crosses it in. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Arsenal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Diogo Dalot goes steaming forward.
He's found a way through. Shaw with the cross. Extravagant effort!
Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
And the ball is out of play.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Timber picks it up from the goal kick. Quality ball. Timber. Zubimendi. Arsenal have a free kick. Ødegaard. Chance to shoot! Diogo Dalot. No way through.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Arsenal can consider themselves just about safe now. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a mistake. He is through here. Looking for the run. Now it's Trossard. Nicked it back promptly. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Very nicely done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ødegaard. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's in on goal! And the finish! They've scored! And what a climax we have here!
Manchester United.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
On the field is number 12.
Manchester United with themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, important interception. And there goes the final whistle.
Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
Now it's Palacios.
Tries to get it clear. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Palacios deals with that comfortably.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Grimaldo.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tries to pass it through. Can he get on the end of this? He has found a way through. And it's De Jong. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just soaking.
Goes for a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's burst through! Shoots!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bayer Leverkusen are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Some really good ball movement.
Rashford! Sensational from Rashford! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are in front.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence...
He's given it away. He is through here. Rashford, Lewandowski.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He's got away.
Chance to deliver.
Al-Kubasi with the clearance.
Rashford. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Bayer Leverkusen are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Palacios. Hoffman.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Lucas Vazquez with the cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Hoffman. And it's Palacios. That's a decent clearance.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Ambitious ball here. And he welcomes it in.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Palacios. Garcia. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Rashford.
Palacios. Here's Hoffman. Garcia. Tucked. Hoffman. It's a good spell of possession, this. Yamal.
And they can counter here. And this is Lewandowski.
Tucked. It's a pretty loose pass.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Barcelona were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Hoffman.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Nice looking ball. Brilliantly cut out. Bernal. Dani Olmo. So what can they make of this? Dani Olmo is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. De Jong!
It just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Corner number 2 then.
De Jong! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hoffman! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he cuts out the supply. Now this could be a chance. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Garcia.
And here's Lewandowski.
De Jong. That's good running with the ball. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spread neatly. Palacios. Oh, important interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know,
Oh, he's been caught napping! Lewandowski. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And the through ball.
And he's on his shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 20 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 27. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. Aimed beyond the defence.
He's through, it's one-on-one!
Lom gets it clear. And it's Gavi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3 será sustituido por el dorsal 26.
Not the most accurate pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Bernal wins the duel this time. Now it's Rashford. Oh, super find.
And he's away. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Just 5 minutes left. The pass has gone astray. Rashford powering forward here. Terrier. Now it's Rashford. Grimaldo gets across to intercept that. Garcia. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Just eases him off the ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Probing pass. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Lewandowski. And that is as far as it goes. Bayer Leverkusen perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.